104.5 The Zone in Tennessee. We're joined by four-time Pro Bowler, safety, just all-around bad man in the middle of the field, Blaine Bishop. You cover the Titans now, so I got to start with your opponents in the division. Brock Osweiler, Lamar Miller, now parts of the Texans. What does that mean to you and the Titans?
Uh-oh, watch out. I mean, seriously, you can already see the Jags last season, how they're putting their team together, and you can see how they can think, hey, we're probably going to be, taking the next step next season, this upcoming season, and with the wide receivers, the quarterback continually to develop, and how they're putting pieces on the defense and the offense. I mean, it's a nervous feeling, and then luck will be back. So I feel like the Titans are trying to address some things, but I think the Jags are probably a step ahead of them.
The Titans go get DeMarco Murray. They've got the number 1 pick in the draft. They've got Marcus Mariota. Dare say the Titans, after going, worst record in the league, are they semi-contenders in the AFC South?
Well, I would say the quarterback, as you know, dictates much of what goes on, especially in this conference division. So I would say the advantage is always going to be to the Colts until the quarterbacks all step up and grow and learn. But I think Marcus is on track to be an elite-level quarterback and get the right pieces. Got Murray now to, have a running game. And I feel like the Titans stole him. They got him for a, reverse, I guess, swapping the 4th-round pick of the Titans this season, which then they only lost 13 slots in the 4th round, which is incredible. John Robinson's first move with the Titans as a general manager was incredible. I feel like we stole Murray from the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm interested to see what happens from here on out.
Blaine Bishop from 104.5 The Zone, hanging out with us right here on 104.5 The Team. Blaine, the Titans' offensive line, we saw DeMarco Murray flourish behind the Cowboys line, not so much behind the Eagles line. Was that the way he was used? Can he be effective behind this Titans line? What do you think when you look at him?
Wow, it's going to be interesting. Naturally, the Cowboys had a really good offensive line. They had some injury issues with Philadelphia. They were utilizing him wrong, making him go east-west instead of north-south. He's a north-south guy. So you got to put a guy in a position where he can play to his strengths, and I think that's what Mike Mularkey's going to do. He's trying to get back to his old days when he was OC at the Falcons with Michael Turner, as well as when he was at the Steelers with Jerome Bettis. So I think that's what you're going to see, and he's going to get his carries and he's going to get his wish. He's going to be the guy who's going to, be the bell cow. So it's going to be fun to watch him and Mariota and have that threat in the backfield of both of those guys running the football.
What do you make of the Eagles getting rid of Murray for essentially nothing? Does it raise any red flags as to why they try to get rid of him so much?
Well, I think they're just trying to get rid of all the Chip Kelly guys that they signed. I mean, they packaged Maxwell and the linebacker there to the Dolphins. I don't know if that's a done deal yet. I think his shoulder was an issue there with the quarterback. But I just think they're trying to clean house and get guys who fit actually the culture there in Philadelphia, as I played 1 year there my last season. And, I know the owner, Lurie, and it's all about the culture there. And they're bringing in their guys. Peterson, he's bringing his people. So it'll be interesting to see how they parlay everything. But they put a lot of money into the safeties. I see that. I wish I was back playing safety now instead of back in 2003.
Blaine Bishop, Joseph. Man, Blaine, you make 104.5 The Zone money in Nashville. You got to be doing all right.
Well, I'm making no money, but I'm not making any money.
Blaine Bishop, man, you're the man. Blaine, before we get into the draft and where you think the Titans might go, we're here in Giants land. They signed Janoris Jenkins, the corner, to big money. I've heard a lot of different things about him. He's boom or bust. It might be way too much money. When you look at this move for that Giants secondary, as a guy who roamed the secondary, do you like it?
Oh, I love it as a safety. That means, like, hey, you lock down that side, I get to roam around. Yeah, that's easy there. I mean, so they gave him a boatload. There's going to be a lot of pressure there in New York. He's a confident guy, and actually most cornerbacks that are really good have that. He stayed out of trouble, which there was a little bit of a history there coming out of college there. So hats off to him. I think he's now going to be the highest paid or second highest paid cornerback going into the season. So he's got to back it up, and he definitely has the mouth to do it. Now you got to back it up with action, and he's a solid player. I liked him coming out of college, and I think he was worth the risk. And he wanted to get paid. He believes he should get paid, and he did. I think he balked at what they offered him, $45 million there with the Rams. He thought that was an insult. He said, I'm going somewhere else. He even fired his agent and got a new agent and then a new deal. Hats off to him.
Titans had the number 1 pick. Are they going to keep that pick? Are they going to take the kid Tunzel from on the offensive line from Ole Miss? Are they going to trade it and try to get an RG3, from the Rams kind of deal? What are they going to do at 1?
Well, John Robinson hasn't played his hand at all. He's played both sides of it. If it was me personally and I'll put on my GM hat, I would trade the big because the Titans, need multiple positions. I mean, they need some quality starters. Trading down if you get a first rounder next season or a second rounder this year to add another high level player, I think will be appropriate. But that's easier said than done. If they stick with that first pick, we saw some of their free agent moves right now. We don't know what they're going to do if they can play their hand here and they sign a tackle in free agency. They already signed a center, or will they draft Tunsil? There's a lot of talk as well as the hometown guy and Jalen Ramsey. At the defensive back guard position. So, it'll be interesting to see which way he goes. I think he'll probably, if he can't trade out a pick, if I had my gut, my heart wants to go to Ramsey, but I think for the team, I think you got to continue to protect Mariota and got to go with Tunsil.
4-time Pro Bowl safety Blaine Bishop joins us on 104.5 The Zone in Nashville. It's 104.5 The Team here in the Cap region. And when you look at this Titans team, Blaine, what do you see? I mean, you got Marcus Mariota. Some people aren't sure if his style will work in the pros. Malarkey's he's been there before with the Bills. Looks better here with the Titans. Do you like where this team is headed?
Well, I think so. Malarkey, for his defense, he's always said that, because if you look at his win-loss record, it's not nothing to smile about. And he'll say that when he had a quarterback, he was pretty decent. And that was 1 year with the Bills. I think he had Drew Bledsoe at the time. And he was 9-7. And after that, he had a whole bunch of backups whenever he had an opportunity to be a head coach. So now he has an up-and-coming, quarterback in Marcus Mariota. And they're going to try to run the football. And Marcus Mariota actually surprised a lot of people, and more so me than anything, is that he was a drop-back passer. He was a quick-release guy who could play in a full-style offense. So him, playing in that style of offense, that open, widespread offense in college, didn't affect him at all. The guy's a worker. He's a studier. He had some lapses as a rookie quarterback. I think he'll do fine. I think you have to say that you want him to stay healthy and protect him a little bit more. He missed 4 games, all with lower body, and that was in the pocket. He really didn't run around a lot. He made one long run, that 80-yard run, but he really didn't run a lot around the pocket and buying time. He sat in the pocket, and that's when he actually got hurt and got hit. Some guys did some assignments, and guys got to come after him. So I think if he stays healthy, I think the Titans are on the right track. Still going to take a couple pieces, but John Robinson, the GM, and Malarkey are going to have to make some calculated moves because they still need a number 1 wide receiver, and they don't have it on their roster. And if you're hoping DGB can be the number 1 because you can't sign someone in free agency, then you're probably still going to be in the same situation. Lacey Walker, the tight end, will continue to be a threat to most teams.
One of my favorite people to talk to, 4-time Pro Bowl safety Blaine Bishop, 104.5 The Zone in Nashville. Blaine, thank you so much for your time. You're still hitting them hard.
All right, man. Appreciate it, guys. Anytime.